Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to inspire you to make the most delicious tres leches cake. This is one of my favorite cakes ever. I love it that it's moist, not too sweet, and easy to make. I hope you'll love it too. So let's get started. We start with the chantilly cream. For the chantilly cream, the ingredients we need are cream cheese, powdered sugar, heavy whipping cream, and 1 vanilla bean. First, we infuse the cream with the vanilla bean. We cut the vanilla bean, scrape out the seeds, and then we add the seeds and also the vanilla pods to the cream. I like to infuse the cream with vanilla overnight for a more intense vanilla flavor, but you can also skip this step and replace the vanilla bean with the vanilla extract. This can save you some time, but the cream won't be as white. We stir them well and we cover with cling film and we refrigerate the cream overnight. In the meantime, we can make the sponge cakes. But first, we want to preheat the oven to 340 degrees Fahrenheit or 171 degrees Celsius. For the sponge cake, we need the following ingredients: eggs, baking powder, sugar, flour, salt, vanilla extract, chopped and roasted pecans, and grapeseed oil. We take the eggs, which are at room temperature, and we place them into the mixing bowl. In another bowl, we sift the flour and the baking powder. In this way, we avoid any lumps, and we mix them well using a whisk. We set the bowl aside. We add all the sugar to the eggs, also the salt. We whisk the eggs on medium speed until they triple in volume, and in the meantime we can prepare our baking pans. I use two round 9-inch or 22 centimeters in diameter baking pans, and we spread a thin layer of butter into each baking pan. Then we add a little bit of flour and we move it around to cover the whole surface where we spread the butter previously. And then, in the end, we remove the excess flour. Our baking pans are ready. After about 15 minutes of beating the eggs, we check them and we see they tripled in volume. And if we can form a shape that does not sink in, then we are done beating the eggs. While we add the vanilla extract, we can continue to beat on low speed. We add the vanilla extract gradually. We allow it to incorporate well every time. After adding the vanilla extract, we can add the oil. We can use any vegetable oil that does not have a strong flavor. After incorporating well the oil, we are done beating the eggs. The texture did not change much. It's still fluffy, aerated. Now we can add the dry ingredients. We sift the dry ingredients over the eggs and we add them gradually and we fold them in gently using a whisk. We fold from the center to the sides and we scrape the sides slowly as well. After adding all the flour and baking powder, we can add our last ingredient, the chopped roasted pecans, and we fold them in gently as well. We end up with such a beautiful batter, fluffy, aerated, and we are ready to bake. We pour half the batter into each baking pan and we bake them for 25-30 minutes at 340 degrees Fahrenheit or 171 degrees Celsius. We press gently to make sure that the nuts are in the batter and not on the surface so that they don't get burnt while baking. After 25 minutes, the cakes are done and we can check for doneness by inserting a toothpick. If it comes out clean, our cakes are done. We remove them from the baking pan, they come out easily, and we let them cool completely on a cooling rack. We also want to remove the top layer, the top skin that got formed while they were baking, and in this way we make sure that they will absorb well the milk mixture. We can do so by hand or using a serrated knife. Our cakes are super spongy, and we set the cakes aside while we make the tres leches mixture. In our case, it's actually 4 leches. The ingredients we need are condensed milk, heavy whipping cream, milk, evaporated milk, vanilla extract or vanilla bean. I'm choosing the vanilla bean, and I will be infusing the milk and the cream with the vanilla. For that, we place the milk and the cream in a saucepan. We cut the vanilla bean. We scrape out the seeds. And we add them to the milk. We also cut the pods and we add them to the milk mixture, and we heat them up to 80 degrees Celsius. Then we cover them with cling film and we let them sit and infuse for 1 hour. After 1 hour, we remove the cling film and the vanilla pods. We pour the mixture in a jug, and we also add the evaporated milk and the condensed milk. We mix well. By now our mixture is cold, and this is how it should be when we soak the cakes. We place the cooled cake into the same baking pan in which we bake the cake, which is covered with cling film, and we start pouring our milk mixture, half of our milk mixture, into the first cake, making sure we cover the entire surface of the cake. And then we cover our cake with cling film. And we refrigerate this cake overnight. We do the same with the other cake. So we put cling film on our baking pan, making sure we have enough to cover the cake. We place the cake into the baking pan and we pour the other half of our milk mixture. I just love how the cake absorbs all the milk so fast. We focus on the edges as well because they tend to be drier. After adding all the milk, we can cover our cake with cling film. And we put it in the fridge overnight. As a filling for our cake, we can use fresh fruit. I love strawberries, so I'm using strawberries as well as chantilly cream. You can slice the fruit as you desire. And now we can finish making our chantilly cream. We place the cream cheese and the powdered sugar into a mixing bowl and we cream them together. Until the mixture is very smooth and creamy and they're well combined. And we add this mixture to the mixing bowl. And now we take out of the fridge our cream that we infused with the vanilla bean. We remove the cling film. We also remove the vanilla pods. And we add the cold cream to the cream cheese mixture. And then we mix them on low speed at first, and then we whip them until the mixture is firm but still smooth and pipeable. We take a pastry bag and we fill it halfway with chantilly cream. Now we are ready to assemble the cake. We remove the cling film that covers the cake. We place a plate on top of the cake and we flip it over. In this way we can remove the baking pan. We can also remove the cling film completely. And we flip the cake over onto the cake stand. And then we spread a little bit of chantilly cream to cover the cake. Then we make a border with chantilly cream. We want to contain the strawberries inside the cake. And now we can place our strawberries in the center and we just spread them. We put some chantilly cream on top and we spread it so that we cover the strawberries. We take the second cake, we remove the cling film and we flip it over. We remove the cake pan and the cling film and we flip it over onto another plate. And now we can flip it over the cake. We do so that we get the smooth surface on top. We spread a little bit of chantilly cream on top to cover it. This is just a crumb coating of the cake, so it doesn't have to be perfect. We add it to the sides of the cake as well. We spread it and we want to cover the whole cake. We smooth it out as much as possible using a spatula. And now we can refrigerate it for 30 minutes together with the remaining chantilly cream. After 30 minutes, we can finish the cake. We spread a little bit more chantilly cream on top. And on the sides, we just want to cover the cake well and smooth it out as much as possible. And our cake is ready for decoration. I invite you to use your imagination and decorate it the way you like. But if you would like to decorate the way I did, make sure you are subscribed to my other channel, ASMR Anka's Kitchen, because there I will post the video on how to decorate, how to prepare the strawberries, how to make them shiny, and I will leave the link for this channel in the description of this video, so make sure you check it out. Look at this cut, how delicious it looks. Here I have my slice of cake and I'm ready to try it. It's so delicious. I love how moist, tender, just melts in the mouth, and it's full of flavor. You guys will love it too. You have to try this recipe. If you try the recipe, don't forget to let me know in the comments how it turned out for you. Also, let me know what other recipes you would like to see. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe to my channel if you didn't do so yet. Thank you again, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye!